Hello Livewires, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today it's Tip Tuesday. Today I had a special request from Janet in the Wire Makers Club to make oval-shaped jump rings. What you're going to need for this project are some flat pliers, and I'm using the Xuron double flush cutters to cut the rings. I have 20 gauge wire, 18 gauge wire. This is 3mm aluminum wire, and this is 12 gauge aluminum wire. You're also going to need some tape. I'm just using clear packing tape. So for the first one, I'm going to take this 12 gauge aluminum wire, and I'm going to cut a piece about twice the length of what I need. So just use your regular cutters for this. And then we want to fold it approximately in half. So we're just going to give it a good little bend and push these together. And we want to close up that gap, so we're just going to take the flat pliers and pinch it closed so there's no space there. And then I'm going to take 20 gauge wire. This one you don't even really have to tape because it'll hold in place. We're going to hold this and we're just going to wind it around, and every time you wind it, give it a good little tug around so it's not too loose. So just you kind of turn your wrist a bit just to get as many rings as you want. So you could do quite a few rings this way, just until you get too close to the edge, because it gets a little narrower there. So once you have all the rounds you want, you might have to like kind of pull it back a wee bit, and then you're just going to slide it off. And then we'll get our double flush cutters, and just be sure to cut it in the middle. So give that a little clip. Just work your way down, cutting these down the center. Now if you have a jeweler's saw, you can use the saw to cut straight through in a straight line, but you're going to have to clamp it in place so it doesn't wiggle around. So now you have a whole bunch of oval-shaped jump rings. So for this one, I cut about 1.5 inches of the 3mm aluminum wire and about twice as much of the 18 gauge wire. I'll take the pliers and just a little to one side, bend it that way, straighten it, flip it over, and at the diameter of the wire, just bend it down there. So this should slide right in between there. If this wire is a little wobbly, just try to straighten it out the best you can. Now I'm going to get a little bit of tape. This is how I package my orders for Etsy. I have this big Munga tape dispenser. So we'll just cut a piece. I'm just going to cut it a little straighter so it doesn't have the raw edge. And this side too, so it's a little straighter. And then it's better to tape this because it could wiggle all over the place. So just take this, place it on the wide part of the wire, and then just start pushing the tape over. You can put it on the table, and you want to make sure these wires are snugly in there. And then you're going to bring the tape around a couple of times. If you have too much tape, just give it a little slice and take it off. So try to make sure this wire is like halfway between those two. So you want to make sure there's enough space in there that it's just going to fit snugly. So now I have more 20 gauge wire, and I'll just put it on here, and I'll start to wind this around. Same way, you might have to twist your wrist back and forth a bit just to get it snugly wound around there. You can cut a longer piece of wire if you want to do more jump rings at a time, but you don't want to get too close to the end either. Once you have all your twists, we're just going to slide it off there. Get your double flush cutters, cut up the center of the rings. So easier to go one by one and just clip, clip, clip all the way up. And there we have our slightly larger jump rings. So you could slightly see the difference between these ones. These ovals are a little more tapered, a little wider at the middle, and then these ones are sort of more straight at the sides. You can experiment with different sizes of wire. You can wrap the wires around nails, tape 2 nails together. You can change up your materials for different sizes of jump rings. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.